One of many things that you can do. I'm here with our electronics expert from HP, Aaron Berger. And Aaron, the one thing you and I talk about all the time, on air and off air, we talk about when you go in to buy electronics, it feels good to buy the number ones, right? All the number ones, but the number ones are very expensive. There's a reason why they're number one. Well, today what you are getting, let me just list off the number ones here for a second. The number one computer manufacturer in the country, HP. The number one processing brand in the world, Intel, is inside, and that's the engine that's running it. The number one most used operating system,
that's
Windows,
right.
And you're getting Windows 11 in S mode, which is very important. Hang around, I want to explain to you what that is. And also, the number one office suite, Microsoft 365.
Yep.
You're getting that included as well. The number one most sought after screen size, 15-inch, and the number one, what Aaron is showing off right here, the number one most sought after feature, most asked about feature, touchscreen.
That's right.
All of that included in one right now. And take a look at your screen, $389.99 you're getting right now. And if you have an HSN card, Guyo Van, this is why you have an HSN card.
Made my eyes big. I haven't seen it forever. What's going on?
This is why you have an HSN card, is for deals like this right now at $389.99. Get out your HSN card, your Q card right now, and just pay $32.49 a month. That's barely over $1 a day to get all the number ones that I just spoke about right now. And then, how about these great unique colors? The one Aaron has right here is that aquamarine, just beautiful, and it even continues down into that keyboard. Okay, we only have about 20 minutes remaining.
That's correct.
These have been very popular the last couple of days. I'm gonna hand it over to Aaron to get into some of the specs, but I want you to follow along at hsn.com, get that HSN card out.
Yeah, it makes great sense. Like Ty said, it's all the number ones. I'm gonna try to calm down, take a deep breath, and speak at a normal pace.
It's hard,
challenging for me when a product isn't this exciting. When it is this exciting, it's pretty much impossible. Touchscreen, touchscreen, touchscreen. That's the number one thing that I'll point out about this. You know you love your touchscreen on your phone. Your phone is 4 inches. This is 15 inches. This is an Intel processor. It is so much power, but it is that ease and that convenience and that sort of friendliness factor of a phone or a tablet. I'll show you an example of what you do with the touchscreen. Of course, you look really closely at anything you want to see online. If you're a shopper, if you're a crafter, and you want to see details and you want to see color, details matter to crafters, right? They matter to many of us. You're able to say, oh, there's Dolly. I forgot we had Dolly on the other day. Taking a look on the website here, I'm looking for our smallest print.
Okay.
And the reason I'm doing it is I want to make a point. Many of us would have to put our reading glasses on normally to see that. You don't have to now. Because you've got a touch screen, seeing whatever it is you want to see is as easy as pinching and zooming. By the way, our small print, I should say HSN's small print, is small print that you want to read because it says free exchanges and easy returns. Well, you can read it yourself. We want you to love what you buy. If you don't, send it back within 30 days, et cetera, et cetera. The point is, you don't have to put on your reading glasses to see your screen anymore. Now, there is a caveat, and Ty can confirm this for me. We can confirm it together. From now until the end of the year, HP is the number one selling brand all year at HSN. We do really special things for these guys, but this computer at this price, we won't do a lower price touchscreen 15-inch computer from HP. And I think that really bears mentioning because we'll have other great deals, but there'll be smaller computers, or they won't be touchscreen, or they'll cost more. No, this is all the number one.
You're exactly right, because a lot of our viewers and a lot of our shoppers, just like any of us, are very wise, and you wait for that best deal, and you think, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, so it's important that we do tell you this will be for the year, because you know we have to plan these things out pretty far in advance. This will be the best price, the lowest price on a 15-inch touchscreen, because as Aaron and I were talking about yesterday, there's really 2 times a year that we do a great, huge banger of a deal price on a laptop, and that is in the holidays and at the beginning of school season, right here, what I also call kind of fiscal year, maybe after the summer, going back. This is when we do it. So we've already planned, and we know that this will be it right now, 15-inch touchscreen, all the number ones that we talked about here. Not only, Aaron, can I just say, not only is the price more approachable and user-friendly, but the computer itself is just approachable and user-friendly. And it's that kind of relaxation, that exhale of breath that you take when you start using it, because it's easy to use. HP makes this top-level technology easy to use here with that solid-state drive with all the power that you need.
That's such a key point. It's so much simpler to use for two reasons. Number one, because it's touchscreen. So that, again, it's just more intuitive. It's just more natural. You see something you want to see more clearly, or you see something you want to see, period, and you touch it. And then you want to move that around. Well, you touch it again, and you can move it around just by using your finger. I mean, that's 3D editing and rendering in real time with your finger. That's as easy as it gets. Here's the other reason it's easy, and this is really key, and maybe you haven't thought of it before. Another reason it's easier to use is because it's faster, because it's more responsive. Now, it's faster and more responsive because it has the #1 processor brand in the world in it, Intel inside. I'll talk about that in a minute. But what do I mean it's easier to use because it's faster? How does that make sense? I'll tell you why. One of the ways we really mess up is when we're using our electronics and they're slow, we ask it to do something. We touch the page and it doesn't respond. It doesn't do what we ask it to do. So then we touch it 4 more times, right? So we all know this with tech. You get frustrated when something is slow and you're like, is it me? Is it the machine? What's going on here? The frustration goes away when your computer just responds the first time you touch it.
Right.
So it's that speed that makes it so much more user-friendly. If you're picking this up, if you can do it, I would do it. If you can swing it, if you've been thinking about a new computer, we are at the beginning of school, incredible computer. We try to give our kids, everybody gives their kid the best they can, of course. The tools to do well in school, certainly one of them for most kids, is gonna be a great computer on which they can do research, on which they can write their papers, on which they can have entry into the entire world of knowledge at their fingertips. You gotta have a fast computer. You gotta have a computer that's easy to use. That's touchscreen. Having a computer that's light and has a long battery life are wonderful bonuses. This weighs 3.5 pounds, incredibly lightweight, has an 11-hour and 45-minute battery life. So it is on the go with you all day long. Super duper thin. You're looking at our beautiful, brand new, exclusive aquamarine. I'll let Ty do the colors again, but then I want to talk about Intel.
That is beautiful, and let me point out of the colors we have today, that is the only one that has that kind of color into the keyboard. Now, the one I have, I love this. This is kind of that lavender, and it kind of has that silver keyboard, which you expect, which I like as well. Maybe if you're going into, I don't know, a boardroom or something, you would rather this. But if you really want to stand out, if you want that great personality, that aquamarine has it throughout, you're going to notice that full keyboard. This is a backlit keyboard. I love a backlit keyboard. We know all of you shopping. It's one of your top features. It is a full trackpad. We're also throwing in the mouse. If you prefer a mouse, we are throwing that in with you as well. You are getting the mouse included as well. It's fast. It is powerful. It's reliable, it's lightweight, it's portable, it's quiet. If your laptop right now is heavy, well, it's probably because you don't have a solid state drive. If it's loud, it's probably because you don't have a solid state drive. Does your computer right now have backlit keyboard? Does it have this? Are you up late at night? If you're in a place that's dimly lit, can you see your keyboard like this? Look, I mean, that is, I don't know who started that, but listen, some of those really expensive laptops, that $2,000, $2,500,
they started it.
Yes, right. And that's the only place you can get it on those brands. On those brands, if you want backlit keyboard, you gotta buy the top of the top, the $2,500 one. Here at HP, we say we know that's what you like, right? Aaron comes in and says, look, HP says this is people's top feature, so we're gonna make sure you can get it on the touchscreen, on the 15-inch screen, and just take a look at how thin it is. Nice and portable, someone taking this to school, you taking it to the office, maybe your home office, maybe it's the coffee shop as well. And this is how you're gonna get it home right now. Take a look, HP. This is how you're gonna get it home right now. You can use the flexible payments. It's 5 flexible payments at $78 for 5 months, no added fee, no added interest. But even better than that, if you have an HSN card, or if you opened one up today, use your HSN card, right? No added fee, no added interest. only $32.49 a month. That's it. And after that first $32.49, we're going to go ahead and ship it out to you. You choose your color. We cover the shipping and handling. We go ahead and ship this out to you. We give you 30 days to try it off. And then every month, just pay that $32.49. That's all you do every month, and you get this home immediately. I said yesterday, Aaron, there was a time, and I remember when we used to say every household needs a good computer, needs a reliable computer. And so we'd buy this big desktop and we'd get the best one. Nowadays, me and my kids and my wife, every person needs a good, reliable computer. And HP says we know that. So we're going to give you the features that you want. We're going to bring it to you at a price you can afford.
Yeah, we're going to make it affordable enough for your kids to have a computer and you to have you can't really share it, right?
Right, no.
That's not the day and age that we live in. Another big thing is people want a faster computer. I said number one thing people want in a computer, they want that touchscreen. They just want it, it makes the biggest difference. And frankly, the only reason anyone ever wouldn't buy the touchscreen is because touchscreens are typically so much more expensive, right? You said this computer, if you bought everything together, we haven't even mentioned that we're including Microsoft 365, it'd be over $800 in retail. That is a deal breaker for a lot of people. HSN has taken care of that today, taking care of the price for us. It's not just the touchscreen though, and the price issue that they've taken care of. People everybody wants a faster computer.
Yes.
If you bought a computer during COVID, if you bought a computer 4 or 5 years ago, and you're on your computer and you think, well, the internet's slow. No, the internet's not slow, your computer is slow. Technology has changed a lot in the last 3 years. You hear about AI all the time. You hear about ChatGPT, you hear these things on the news. You read about them all the time, right? This computer is faster. How much faster? We can actually show you how much faster. We have a video we're going to show you right now, the Intel gaming video, compared to a computer that's just 5 years old. So not your 10-year-old computer, not your 8-year, just 5 years old. This computer is up to 12 times. That's 1,200% better 3D gaming. It's up to 8 times, that's 800% faster high definition video conversion. These differences are enormous. They are extraordinary. 1,200%, 800% faster. We're not saying, oh, it's 10% faster. 10% would be great in any other industry. If Ty was out here tomorrow with a vacuum cleaner and said, this vacuum cleaner is 10, 20%, can get your floors 20% cleaner in the same amount of time, we wouldn't be able to take all the calls. Our network would crash.
No.
Other things don't work. That only technology moves forward at this kind of pace, and it has moved forward. And if you haven't bought a new computer for a couple of years, here's what you get today. You get a computer that's up to 1,200% faster than your computer from just 5 years ago. So a significantly faster computer, significantly easier to use. You get a touchscreen computer. You get a computer that weighs 3 pounds, is sliver thin, has an 11-hour and 45-minute battery, and has the #1 processor brand in the world, Intel, and has, I know, I told you I was gonna try to slow down, I was gonna try to be calm. It's impossible, it's an impossible mission. And has 3 big creature comforts. We showed you that backlit keyboard. Nobody would expect, at the best price on a 15-inch touchscreen for the rest of the year, no one would expect backlit keyboard and 2 more things. This little thing, then I'm gonna show you a big thing. This is a safety shutter over your camera. Safety shutter over your camera means you've got, of course, a high definition built-in webcam, and that's awesome. But to know that you're not on camera is such nice peace of mind when you're doing a web call, those sort of things.
Yes, right.
Just do one little slide here, and you know that's a physical barrier to that camera. Here's what I'm gonna do. I've talked too long. I have one more really big creature comfort to show you, but it's a cliffhanger. I'm gonna let Ty give you guys an update.
Good.
Then we're gonna do the other
we like a good cliffhanger. It's funny, because normally we use Post-it notes.
Right, Post-it notes.
Post-it note to cover it up. We all do it right now. HP said, you know, we know that's what you guys are doing, and we know you feel comfortable when you can actually have a physical barrier. We're gonna put that for you. And that leads me to the point I wanna make about HP. Yes, there are computers out there that are $2,500, and there are people who love those computers because they are for maybe some really high-tech, deep kind of tech that you're gonna get into. But for 99% of us, we want something that we can, you know, look at the internet and social media and connect with friends and family and do our schoolwork and our business, all of that. So HP says, we can do that for you. We're gonna deliver that computer for you that most of you need and most of you want, that's gonna take care of all those things in your life. And then we here at HSN partner up with HP, and we're able to bring it to you at a great price. Now, yesterday we had this on a couple of times, and you see we'll put up the counter there. I think we're getting close to 1,000 of these. It's all like they're going very quickly. This is the only scheduled presentation today because they are going so quickly. Why do I tell you that? I say because if you're on the fence about it and you're thinking, is it something that I want? What is that touch screen like? If you get it home and give it a try, you've got 30 days to try it out. But this is the last scheduled time you're going to see it on air here today at $389.99, at free shipping and handling, at 5 flexible payments, right? With the 12-month VIP finance. The last time you're going to see that. And these colors, the sky aquamarine, that one very popular, and the blue, very popular as well. Those are going to disappear very quickly. You see that you're getting the mouse as well there. So I just want to point that out to you if you need to upgrade your laptop, if you want to give a gift as a laptop to someone going back to school, starting their own business, maybe working from home, and you want to make sure they have something reliable and they have that latest tech and that touch screen that we love so much. I don't normally get to say touch screen, touch screen, touch screen. Say it. All of those number ones. And then you think, well, okay, it looks beautiful, but what's on the inside? Intel. Doesn't get any better. I can't say it's second best, third. It's number one. Doesn't get any better than Intel. So right now, either the flexible payments, use your HSN card. That's how you're going to get it home. Aaron, I said this yesterday, but we use our computers for everything. Our world now, everyone's world is kind of built around having a laptop, right?
It is. I mean, it is the hub of our experience, of our electronics experience. Everything connects to your computer. Our phones are great. We use our phones all the time, but frankly, you can't, on a 4-inch screen that doesn't have a keyboard and doesn't have a mouse and doesn't have an Intel processor and doesn't have 4 gigs of RAM and doesn't have 128GB solid state drive, you can't do the same things that you can do here. You deserve a great computer. Your kiddos, your grandkids, a kid in your neighborhood who needs it, anyone who's in school, it is the #1 tool. It is the most important tool you can give them for the school year for success. And if you can, if you're thinking about it, I would get it home, try it out, see if they love it. We've got great colors from which to choose. I did a little cliffhanger. I hope you were paying attention. I said, I've got one more just killer feature that nobody would expect on a computer that costs less than, well, it doesn't cost less than, you're gonna pay less than $400. It costs, out in the real world, over $800 to get everything you're getting today. This is called a biometric fingerprint reader. You've got a biometric finger. Now, what that means is you'll never have to remember another password again. Never have to remember another password again. Why? Because your fingertips are your password. God, we all have individual, it's so smart, right?
It's so smart.
It's like get smart. It's like, it's the next level. Okay, so here's how it works. You're gonna see me. This is how I log into the computer. No password, no passcode, no nothing, except take my finger, I touch it to the fingerprint reader, that opens it up for me. In a minute, you'll see I'm gonna do the same thing with my thumb. So with your finger, with your thumb, whatever. The key is, you have a unique fingerprint, your computer is smart enough to recognize it. It's so easy when you first get the computer home, it will say, would you like to set up your fingerprint reader? And it's like when you go to the DMV, you know, touch, 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 touch.
Yeah, right.
That's all it is. Now here's the next level. Your web browser, this will also get you into your web browser based on your fingerprint. Your web browser will remember your passwords for your individual websites for you as well.
So it's not just getting into your computer.
That's right. It unlocks everything that's in your computer for you. And as long as you have password memory set up on your, I want to call it Internet Explorer, that's dating myself, Microsoft Edge, which is default set up, then it will remember all of those passwords. So you don't, as long as you've got your fingertips, forget about remembering, does this password have a capital letter? Does this one have a special character? Does this one have numbers? You don't have to write it down, nothing.
And that is a feature that you've probably heard about, but it's on those other brands. That's the feature that you have to buy that $2,000 computer, that $2,500 computer to get that feature. That and the backlit keyboard and the full keyboard and the full trackpad and all of that and the touch screen. The price goes up and up and up. And when you go into an electronics store, you start thinking, what do I need besides what do I want? want right here today at HSN for $389.99 on your HSN card. That's 12-month VIP financing at $32.49. There's no added fee, no added interest on that. You're not having to make all of those decisions. You're not only getting the latest tech, but you're getting kind of what we call creature comforts, the things that we just like, that just feel good, right? That full keyboard and that backlit keyboard. The number one most sought after screen is that 15-inch screen, and then it is a touch screen. I'm going to turn it, there we go. Good, I want to make sure and show off the touch screen. Pinch and zoom, no more small print. You've got it right there, and it's a beautiful, full, kind of high-definition screen. You can see exactly what's going on right there with your work, with your play, with your entertainment, all of that from the number one computer manufacturer. Listen, I'll be honest. I bet you hear about the other brands more often because they've got a billboard in New York, Times Square, whatever. You hear about that, and then you go to look at their computers and they're $2,500, but you know who sells more?
We do.
Right here, HP does. HP does. Why? It's because it's for us.
Yeah.
Right?
HP is the number one computer manufacturer.